Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show on the planet. I am your host, Michael Karvelis, and this is Daily Dive. It is Friday, December 26, 2025, and this show begins now. We are live streaming via the airwaves of North American Talk Radio on YouTube. We ask that you subscribe to the channel for other great shows, live sports, and this show every day at 10 a.m. Eastern. On today's awesome show, we're going to first talk to Gamble Guy, who is back, not in the holiday spirit this time, but we'll probably still a little bit of that. But he'll be giving his best bets after another good week. He had 3-1 last week. We'll see where he goes this week with his best bets in the NLL. Then we'll talk to Captain, who has already hit a parlay and a safe ladder. He continues his greedy ladder, starts a new safe ladder, and might have a surprise at the end. We'll talk about that, and of course, all 5 games. And finally, the crew's predictions. It's our pick'em and best bets. Even though Tim Dillon has not shown us, we'll be fine. I'll probably post the actual graphic later. We'll have some fun with that, though, as well. We want to first let you know that this show is presented by the amazing people at North American Talk Radio and their ticketing platform. Head over to natalkradio.com, click the event tickets tab, and once you do that, you are sent to the Vivid Seats website. Just type in your favorite local National Lacrosse League team or local event in your area. You will find tickets for it. Again, it just makes us the middleman, and that's fine. A lot of people are into open relationships nowadays, so making us the middleman can't be too bad. That wasn't funny. Okay, we're now going to bring on the man of Gamble. Give me just a minute here as I rip these graphics off the screen and bring in my buddy. Gamble Guy's back. How are you, sir?
Did you just go to some kind of swingers party?
Yes.
What are you doing?
I didn't go. I'm just saying, like, I'm aware of the social norms, you know?
We're still in the vicinity of Jesus's birthday. I mean, let's not go south already. Now I'm still in the festive mood. You weren't sure. Little better spirits than I was the other day when people fire me up. But I got some haters now, so I feel like I've made it in the National Lacrosse League. So I think as we near New Year's, I'm going to be the newest member of the lacrosse world that I'm going to start breaking news too. It'll be stuff. It'll be stuff you tweeted like 7 days ago, but it's going to be breaking news on my Twitter feed.
Well, everyone else does it.
My first breaking news of this new Gamble Guy is, unless you were born and raised in a meadow, we're all from the streets. I don't know why is that in someone's bio who seems to be very angry, very aggressive, and very confrontational. But I played in the street all the time, Mike, when I was a kid. It might have been a cul-de-sac, but it was still a street. So I look for a bio change on the Gamble Guy.
Yeah, born and raised in the streets, baby.
Born and raised in the streets.
Makes no sense. And then, by the way, just a reminder, if you're going to act like that, you also cannot take any heat. You can only dish it. You can't. I
don't know what it means, because I know people from the streets. I don't know what it means.
Just Canada half streets. Anyways, moving on here. So scrolling at the bottom of the screen will be the game odds for this week. It's according to FanDuel Sportsbook. For the record, BetUS has lines up this week. So if you want to go to BetUS.com, it's true. BetUS.com, promo code 120Z, all caps, no spaces, throwback, by the way. But yeah, they got lines, so good for them.
Maybe that's where I'll tail the ladder then, because we were talking backstage. I can't get FanDuel to show the lines for me. I don't know if it's a geographical issue for me. BetUS, one of our sponsors. I'll just use them. There you go.
I should put best US odds at the bottom of the screen. Anyway,
yeah, we'll start next week.
That's right. So sir, I do want to, because of the 3 games you're on, make sure again.
I got beef with the NLL. Why don't we have a game today?
Friday night on TSN was so fun until it wasn't, so I don't know what happened.
After Christmas? Come on.
Oh, by the way, I have to give a shout out before we get started. I think you'll like this. So Jake McDonald, who does Anything Lax, who does 3 reels a day talking NLL on TikTok does a great job there. Newer fan, but he's awesome with it. He said he was on Christmas Eve and he was like, he noticed there's a primetime window. Bro, all we had playing was the Hawaii Bowl featuring Hawaii.
Yes.
It's like, what? The NLL on Christmas Eve might actually work. And I never thought that was a great idea by him.
I think it would work, but today of all days, we have
that too.
3 goofy, terrible bowl games where, middle of the pack Big Ten teams are playing, basically MAC teams. And that's
the MAC South winner.
Yeah, I would have loved it. That's okay. I'm going to a poker game tonight with Falcon, so I won't miss any
NLL game. By the way, on Christmas Eve, then we'll give another 1 or 2 tonight, and that should be how for the future for the record. All right, so first game we're going to get to, let's do Ottawa, Philadelphia first. The odds of this game, it's Ottawa a little bit favored, even though they are 1.5 on all the books. The total's at 21.5 on all the books as well. I honestly almost picked the Wings. I laid off this game in terms of my best bets. I know you're on it. What do you like in this game between the Black Bears hosting the Wings?
Well, I like that they're hosting, so that's kind of what swayed me a little bit. The Wings, the one time I put money on them, they looked underwhelming. I don't see... and then when we were backstage, where is the snowstorm that we're talking about?
Oh, I know Captain talking about it was in Toronto. It might hit Ottawa, I can look at the weather while you're talking right now.
Well, you can, weather. But listen, Ottawa has 2 of the more prolific scorers in the league with Hellier and Jeff Teat. They're in the top 3 right now in points scored. I like that.
News. I have bad news. There's no, it might be -1 or 15. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be clear. They have no excuse this week. I'm sorry.
Okay, for attendance. Yeah. Okay. I just wondering if Philadelphia may have, might encounter some travel issues today if they're traveling. So I was just curious. But I like Ottawa. I think Ottawa has more firepower in this matchup.
They should.
They should. And then if we go to save percentage, I'm just going to take out the non-starters. Baymood and Higgins are about equal, right around the 80% save mark. So I think, to me, it comes down. I'm a new guy here. I think it comes down to who's going to have the most firepower, because the goalies are pretty equal. And I think on paper, Ottawa's got more than what Philadelphia could bring to the table. So I like that as the money line here. I went all money lines this week, by the way.
Smart, by the way. I mean, they're not up to -190. You actually got pretty good odds this week. So I believe this is the one on Cool Bet. I'll check that later, but I'm pretty sure this is the one on Cool Bet that was like pretty good odds. Or it might be the next, but I think it was the Rock. But anyways, regardless of that, I like your odds this week. They're pretty good. Like I said, I stayed away from this game. For the record, this game was also played. It was in Philadelphia, March 28th of this year. Obviously, last season, technically. Jeff T had 4 goals, as did Tagger Clark, who is no longer with the team. He's in Oshawa. But I wanted to mention this because what did Philadelphia do last game? You remember what happened at the end of that game?
Well, I know I'm looking this up. It was March 28th of this year.
No, I'm asking what they remember that last week. What happened?
I understand what you're asking. I was backing up what you said before that.
I want to say it though. You don't have to look it up yourself.
Oh, okay. What happened last week
against Rochester? What happened?
They lost 15-11.
And
go. Just tell me.
A goalie fight.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I was getting a call. I got
out. The fighting broke out. And so since you're on the stat page, you schmuck, what happened at the end of this game? A bunch of fighting. Like literally early in the 4th quarter, we get face mask, roughing, dead ball foul, fighting, roughing, misconduct. We might go back-to-back weeks with the Wings here.
Yes.
Save the team and put on the gloves, baby.
Now, all the cashew milk drinkers and their coffee need to settle down if we have another fight this week. It's good.
It might be scripted.
It might be scripted just to get viewers. Okay.
By the way, more people are saying that now. I'm not happy. I thought that was just a one-time clickbait. It's not. I'm mad. Anyways.
I've told you privately before, don't let everything get to you because there's a lot of dum-dums.
It's hard, she said. All right. That's what she said, Mug.
That's what she said.
All right. Toronto Rock hosts the Desert Dogs. who suddenly everyone loves again because of one good game from Landon Kells. God bless him. Tell the people how it is, though, Cap. Campbell guy.
Yeah, I don't like the Desert Dogs at all. Sorry, Desert Dogs.
Yeah.
I'm taking Toronto. I know that they've bit me already this season. It's one of my 5 losses. I'm 8-5. I'm pretty proud of that.
Yeah.
But I like the Rock in this spot. I pick every week. I pick 3 games, and there's usually one where it's just like I can't give you any insight. It's just the gamble guy's gut feeling.
Well, I'll give you some insight. The Rock. This is your cool bet. Minus 143 is the best odds for the Rock money line. That almost seems a little bit gimme there, and they're like in terms of like just easy. And I know there's no easy bets. I get it. The captain told me that a million times, but I will say this: the Desert Dogs. I told people before. Landon Kells has done this one-off game where he shows up, and by the way, last week the Desert Dogs also blew a 9-1 lead in the midst of winning the game. It's not good. It's pretty bad, actually. I have a feeling on the road in Toronto against Nick Rose, who usually is good against not good teams. Like in the playoffs, sure, but like against not good teams, he's pretty good. So I think we're still going to get some Rock. I like your pick there.
Nick Rose is a couple percentage points better than Kells. So,
this year, sure.
Yeah,
but he's usually way better.
He opened up the floodgates last week. They were heading towards an easy win, and then that turned into a white knuckler. But I don't know. It was more of a gut this week with the Toronto Rock. Yeah.
Oh man, what did you say? It was more of a gut with this week and then you froze.
Yeah, if my internet's freezing.
You're good. You're back.
My gut was for the Rock week 1 too, and it bit me. So we'll see.
That was rough. All right.
What's my favorite saying? We're all experts till the games are played.
I've heard you say that before. All right. So now let's get to your last game. It will be I lost it again.
Mammoth
Mammoth Swarm. So Georgia comes into town, and for the record, if there is a Southern team that went somewhere in Denver and won a game recently, it was in the NFL. The Jaguars pounced all over the Broncos, for the record. I know it doesn't apply here, but it makes me feel a little bit good that a Southern team did that. Captain remind me, so apparently last year, before you get to your bets, this game, the road team won both times 13-11. It's very odd. I don't know if they're playing. I think they might play 2 times again. Actually, I think they're doing that next week. They're playing again. So, what is your thoughts?
I like the Mammoth in this spot. Georgia doesn't overly impress me. They got pretty much shut down by the Rush. They lost to the Bandits. They did beat Oshawa. That's a great achievement considering Oshawa can't score goals. So that's their one win. Their one win is against a team that can't score goals. And the Mammoth are, I think, about a goal better than them in averages. And the fact that it's at Colorado, you and I have a soft spot for where they practice because we broadcast games for a minor league lacrosse team. So the Raptors, yeah. It's supposed to be the feeder league for NLL. I don't know how.
I'm sure they've gotten a couple folks.
Right. So, yeah, I have a kind of a soft spot for the Mammoth. I like them here in this spot again. I think it's kind of telling that the Georgia Swarm's only win is against the one team that can't score goals.
Yeah.
So, I'm feeling good about this one. I can live with 2-1 if the Rock bite me in the ass again. This one's probably the one I'm most confident about. So watch it turn on me.
This
go Mammoth.
Myself and Catherine, I think we're going to talk about this later, but myself and Catherine were talking about how, it feels like this game might come down to like the last 1 or 2 goals. I feel like Dobson and the Swarm are playing good defense, but it feels like for me, I like the idea of Dylan Ward making the last save or 2 to win the game. I think the Loud House always does a great job of packing the barn, like 10,000 plus every time. And I think that will get to a young Swarm team, even though they've been frisky against good teams, but I still think Mammoth overwhelmed them, even though I do think these teams are kind of evenly matched. But I don't. Also, I'm hearing that Andrew Q might not play again. So,
well, as hot as Brett Dobson's been so far, 84% save percentage, third in the league. Dylan Ward is less than a percentage point away from him. He's having just as good of a season. So again, I refer back to the Georgia Swarm. The only game that they really looked like a threat was against a team that can't score. They're not going to have that to their benefit against the Mammoth. So
yeah,
I'm feeling like it's going to be a close game. It's going to come down to who's scored, who's got the better chance of scoring late in the game to win it. I put my money on the Mammoth. What's the line on that one for me, by the way?
Oh, you would say it is -110 at FanDuel.
Okay.
And Pat Gregoire, who was not on the show today, was telling me in private, that's pretty wild that it's almost even money at home. So he felt like that was a good bet for you.
Good. Like I said, I want 3-0. I'll go 2-1. Trying to keep up with the Patties of the world. So
or the captains. Good Lord.
Or the captains, but his ladder's on fire. But I think his best bets, or no, he's not in our best.
Yeah,
bets.
Pat Gregoire is 10-6, but Pat Captain is the one with the ladders. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with the Gregoires of the world.
That's fair. I believe he went 4-0 last week, but we all had a good week. We all were 3-1 or better. So there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gamble Guy, and again, thank you again for Wednesday's show. For the record, on Instagram, that reel calling out Mr. Merrill, doing very well with over 60 shares right now. They don't like the stuff, but I see they're sharing it around. We'll take that too.
Well, let's just point out to the viewers, if they do see that, the vocal people are going to be the ones that disagree with me. The people who agree with me aren't going to take the time to go into the comments. So it could get discouraging to people to think that most people think he should have been given an 8th chance. I think it's the opposite way around.
Yeah,
I really do.
It is what it is. You're the one with the counseling degree. Others are not. Thank you for your services.
Doesn't make me right about everything.
Correct. That's a good point.
Yeah, I have a harder approach to counseling than some people. A lot of people in that space have a very soft, let's give them 100 chances. It doesn't work. So they can do whatever they want, but it doesn't work. But the kid needs help. Anyway, thanks for putting that up, getting Gamble Guy some street cred, since I'm from the streets, baby.
Ooh, the cul-de-sac is live and well.
I'm from the cul-de-sacs. That'll be my new profile, from the cul-de-sacs.
Thank you.
All right, peace.
Gamble Guy. I'm telling you guys, he had some good takes. I also have posted the good stocking stuffers he gave, so it's not all negative. He did end it well. But yeah, thanks for those that are tuning in and etc. All right, folks, when we come back to this awesome show, we're going to bring in the captain. He is ready for his next ladder in terms of safety. His greedy ladder continues, and a surprise at the end as we talk all 5 games. You're watching Daily Dive. You won't go anywhere. I know I won't. We'll be right back.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
Welcome back to Daily Dive. I'm your host, Michael Karvelis. That is a man who has now hit, let's count them up, 1, 2, 3 ladders, sir. We thank you for your services. I believe the last 2 or maybe the last one was on Daily Dive, and we really appreciate you, sir.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, my bank account appreciates those wins.
Yes, sir. But yeah, I appreciate you also wearing a Roughnecks jersey. I see you. I'm really one. They're they're having their home openers this week. I remember that because Teddy and Pat talked about that. Took a while, but week 5 we are where we're happy about this. And shout out to the Red for you. The Red is back. Yeah. I like the uniforms. I'm sorry, even the new ones.
They look pretty sharp. Yeah.
I know you want the original, whatever, old man.
I love these ones right
here. They're
buddy.
still good looking though. Like other than both are good. So, your safe ladder, like I said, did go from 50 to 902, and that was good enough for us to say, awesome.
Yes.
Why'd you make that decision? I know it's 50 to 1,000. I agree with your decision to stop it, but what was your decision on, in case people do want to nitpick we only reached 900?
So a couple things. Some people call these gimmick bets, but I mean, right. I can show you $10,000 in profits that would kind of tell you otherwise. But we would have we got lucky with Rochester. That Rochester line last week. I posted that on like Tuesday or Wednesday, thinking, they have Rochester as a favorite on DraftKings, but yet they got him on the spread as an underdog. And that line started at minus 220. And I think by game time, it was at about minus 300.
Oh, yeah.
So, when I do the safe ladder bets, like we take safer picks. Did I think Rochester was going to win that game? I did, but we already had the one bet locked, and I thought, if DraftKings is going to be sleepy and leave us with some juice, we'll get, from 600, I think it would have been about 680 if we would have done the single pick, but adding, a
sleepy
spread like that.
Yeah.
To bring us to $900, buddy. Like, let's throw that in the bank and Merry Christmas, and let's fire up another one of $50 here.
And again, for the people that don't know, the ladder is like you keep it in there, you keep rolling it over. The problem is once it fails, that's it. But it's almost like a parlay, but it's not a parlay because the safe ladder doesn't have to be a parlay.
Yeah, the safe ladder is typically single picks.
Like once it grows, it's like, oh, we're getting so close to just cash out now.
Dude, and think like that started with taking a minus 200, $50 at minus 200 won us $25. So the next week we took the 25 plus the original 50 for 75, and we just kept going. And
it was only like 5 or 6 steps. It wasn't that bad.
That was 5 steps. I think that was one of my fastest. Usually the model has you taking it in about 6 steps on the safe ladder, but yeah, we nailed it in 5 on week 4 of the NLL. But we got a lot of time left to make some more money here.
I love it. Again, we appreciate you for your services. For the record, for those that want to stay tuned for this, if they get bored of our talk here, you will have a parlay, which you've also hit a parlay this year too, a lotto. So we will stay tuned for that. And as we go through these games, tell us what's on your lotto, but don't give them to it. Well, we'll go in order though. And by the way, the odds I'm giving people are off of FanDuel because it's just easiest just to show those, and it's on the ticker as well. But as we go, tell me what each one is after we talk. Yeah. So 6 o'clock Eastern, because it's way out east, Halifax Thunderbirds are hosting the Saskatchewan Rush. A lot of us on Daily Dive, at least, are on Halifax. At least the money line just feels like the Rush have been a bit underwhelming. I know yesterday for my gifts, I gave Warren, I gave the Thunderbirds a season supply of the pregame meals that Warren Hill was having, and I gave the Rush a Monster Energy flavored called Second Half because they've been brutal. Yes. So Thunderbirds at minus 120 on FanDuel. The total's at 22.5. Where are you leaning, sir? And just thoughts of the game.
I love Halifax here. Like they do very well at home. They have an amazing crowd there. The energy is electric. And the other part too, like I think at the beginning of the year, I called out Warren Hill. when they were playing Oshawa, I said straight up, like if I had Hill or who was at the time?
The backup? Talking about Drew
Hutchison? No, I'm drawing a blank on
oh no,
Oshawa's goalie.
Oh, Jameson, Dougie, yeah.
Dougie, yeah. At the time, I thought I would take Dougie hands down over Hill.
And I still might, for the record.
Woof. Dude, the way Hill's playing right now, you ride the hot hand. Him versus Chiliano, there's, up until this season, I probably would have said I'd take Frankie all day. But Hill is proving that he can be a number one starter. He can hold the fort down. He can be there at the key moments. He's kind of crossing all the boxes off right now to make him a stud. On the other side, we got Frankie. And I've said this. I don't like the way he's moving. He goes down, and a couple of the games I'm watching, he's struggling to get back up. So a team like
putting
Halifax,
himself out of position.
Yeah, so a team like Halifax that can get those rebounds and keep the an additional 30 coming. They're gonna get to Frankie. I think tonight we got a pretty even face-off matchup, but offense, Halifax has the edge. Goaltending, Halifax has the edge.
Right now,
defense and face-off, it's pretty good. But yeah, I'm all over Halifax. I believe I got Halifax money line as one of my ladder picks. And I love Halifax to win by 2 here as well. That 1.5 is on my parlay, I believe.
I love it. By the way, so on the greedy ladder, we will unveil the last leg of that soon here, but Thunderbird's money line is the first leg of 2. So it'll take us a little while to get to the next leg, but that's just a little sneak peek there, folks. And as for your lotto in this game, you also like something a little bit more greedy than that.
Yeah, I went a little greedy, and I took Halifax to win by 2 in as the lotto. So we'll start the lotto off with a almost a plus money pick there. Some of the books, I think it's gone down to -105,
which is crazy to me. It's funny because on FanDuel, in case people are wondering here, it's at +104 still. But I'm kind of upset about that because I'll put it this way. If I think a team's going to cover, these 1.5s are getting stupid at this point because it feels like to me, I know the books want to go up to -200 to throw that the 2.5. I feel like the books might be finally catching on to the fact that 1-goal games don't really happen too often. And I feel like that historically that has to add up. So without even looking it up, I feel like that's the truth. So I wonder if at some point, even a team like the Thunderbirds who are -128, are we going to start seeing that in the future of -2.5 starting to creep up, or at least a -2 even? I know Coolbet does the evens a lot, but it's like these 1-goal games just don't happen. Now, for a heavyweight matchup like this, I could see it. But I am wondering why those odds are being very finicky right now. I feel like we used to get better odds on those.
I agree with you. I've seen some of those spreads look a little not as juicy as they should.
Not as good as they used to be. Yeah, back in my day when it was easy to bet this league.
When I was walking to school uphill both ways.
The streets and back. By the way, my first reaction to this game before I even talked to you when we handicapped them yesterday, I thought Thunderbirds were going to win. And again, am I buying too much into the fact that Rush are collapsing in the second half? They've been up enough to hold on. So I don't know. Am I putting too much faith in that? And I'm not trying to be negative with the stuff here. I'm just wondering, man, it feels like Thunderbirds are hot to start.
Oh, exactly. That's what I said. I'm going to ride that hot hand. Saskatchewan, I think they got a couple of tweaks to make to get back to where they were last season.
Which is possible, but yeah, you're right. All right, moving on. 7:00. The Wings at the Black Bears. I did remind Gamble Guy before that in March on the 28th, these two teams got a little bit rowdy in Philly. The one game they played last year, and March is pretty late in the season, might I add.
Yeah.
We're in week 5 and it's only Christmas time. So, knowing what Philadelphia did last week, knowing the frisky team that they've been, because remember it was like 7-4 or something like that against, or 10-7 against Colorado. Then they mucked it up late against Rochester. I'm wondering, Do we get more fireworks in front of 3,000 people? What is your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, this so last season Ottawa ran away with this one. They even got down to, I think they threw a hidden ball trick down against Philly. Like they had a few. So that was quite the game. I'll be honest, when I look at this one, like this is Ottawa's game to lose.
It should be. Preseason feels like that.
Yeah. Philly is doing what Philly is pretty much expected to do. They're not a dominant force out there. They're tightening up their D core, and Brendan O'Neill and Joe Rezateris are putting up the points they need to. But Ottawa, what an inconsistent team so far. Like Jeff Teat 2 weeks ago, single-handedly throws a team on his back to win a game. And then, you're looking last week against Vegas, like, buddy, 1 goal. Like, come on. Like,
what are you doing, you schmuck?
So Rob Heller and Jeff Teat gotta make a performance here. I know we're early in the season, but this is cause for concern for Ottawa. If they drop this one, especially at home when they're not drawing a crowd, to a Philadelphia team that's probably not expecting to make the playoffs. Like I'm heavy leaning for Ottawa to pull up their socks and get a win here at home.
That's what you're hoping. I originally picked the Wings, but the more I thought about this, it's just like preseason, the Black Bears are supposed to be hanging around the playoff spot. Even if they don't make it, the Wings are supposed to win 6 or less, and 6 is being very generous.
Yes.
It's like, might as well go give blood while you're at it. You're so generous. So, my thing is, the thing that bothers me about the Wings this year is the balanced offense. Joe Rez has not been the hero we might have thought. And that's even, forget the fact every offense has struggled this year besides Rochester. It's like Brandon O'Neill, Sam LeClaire, Eric Fennell, Joe Rez, they're all right there in points, which means they're not relying on Joe Rez to be that guy. He can be, but it's like that might work out well for them, because last year it was heavy Mitch Jones, heavy Joe Rez, and we die that way. This year it feels like it's more of a team game, and I actually like that. Maybe that's why they hang around, but I agree with you. Black Bears, this should be a flex your muscles if you are any good at all kind of spot. If you lose this game, sorry, Jeff T, you might as well hang it up and wait another year to make the playoffs. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, they, like I say, and you kind of hit it right on. Philadelphia is just a team that's they're going to hang in there. They got not as much depth as you want, but they don't got that superstar. So having a few guys that can pot a goal and just keep you in there till the end can, make a big difference. But yeah, Ottawa's got to turn it on at the start of this game and not take their foot off the pedal.
Correct. And one more thing I want to add, but just for the record, your lotto is on
I took the Black Bears money line because, like I say, this is a spot where they got to put up or shut up.
Correct. And the ladder is not on these, but you're right. So we got a Thunderbirds cover, Black Bears money line. And one more thing I'll add about this game is I feel like the under is another spot I almost took. The 21.5 is very low, even this early in the season where everyone's not doing too well. Because I feel like one of these days in week 15, these offenses could be a 20-19 game. Like, these offenses are capable of doing that. I stayed off the under, but I'm leaning towards the under if people want to flirt with that. Because Black Bears have gone on their lulls. Wings, we don't know what their offense is. I could see a 10-9 kind of game here, for the record. Moving on to Toronto, in the city of rock and roll. I'm just calling it that. The Rock are playing. This one is on the safe ladder, which we'll unveil soon. But in this game, Las Vegas, we're feeling good. Landon Kells is our boy. We told you we didn't need a goalie, and they run into Toronto. And I told Gamble Guy in the last segment, dude, Nick Rose plays average teams pretty well. If there's one thing he does, he beats up on the not too goods. So what are your thoughts?
Unfortunately, he doesn't quite make the key saves that need to be made when the boys need to win. But yeah, Rosie can hold his own. I look at Las Vegas as an exciting team, dude. Frazier, Donville, Jones, they got
off-season champs, bro.
Yeah.
I was just saying.
For sure. Yeah, no, like legit. But they got a great offense. They got great firepower. I'm not going to look too much into the last game there against Ottawa because, again,
I agree.
The unpredictable,
Black
nature
Bears.
of that team.
Yeah.
But this will be a great challenge for both Vegas offense and that decor Toronto, like Gash, English, Harris, like
Ridiculous.
we got some big boys back there to get through before you get to Rose. So
yeah,
I'm this game could go either way on the money line. I really like the under. I don't see Las Vegas performing as well as they did offensively against Toronto. And then on that note, watching Toronto live in Oshawa, and then that last game they played where they snuck
Calgary?
where they snuck the one goal. Speaking of -1.5 money lines, I got the money line on that one while you're crying out a river with the -1.5. But regardless, like Toronto against Calgary there with Matthews and the rookies, that offense just never seemed to have a big spark all game. They just kind of hung around and then
they
leaned
did their
on
job.
Rose. Yeah, they like Toronto. I feel like, and I've said this for a couple of years, they have a system where they're very reliant on like a 10-8 win, a 9-7 win, a very low scoring game with not a lot of action. But if the transition opens up, then Vegas has a little bit more of a shot. But I really like the under in this game. I like Toronto to can kind of, slow Las Vegas down and Rosie to lock it up back there until it counts.
Yeah, by the way, bang, your safe ladder is as a thing now. So Toronto, Las Vegas, Toronto under 22.5, -115 DraftKings, the safe ladder version. When I post this later, I'll add like a version 2 at the top or 2.0 because we already hit 1. So
yes, this is ladder number 2 of this season for the safe ladder.
That. Thank you for that for us, sir. I also want to add a news, kind of a mini segment here. I know I use this music for something else, but we're going to use it now. I won't do this every week, but I'm going to predict the fights here. So leave Elijah Gash. And I don't know. I'm not saying Elijah Gash will be the one fighting. I think we're going to get some major hits late in this game. And because Vegas, if Chase Frazier is voted as biggest in the league, if Mitch Jones is on that somehow list of not wanting to play with as well, Elijah Gash and Billy Holstrauser and Brad Creek could have a fun time getting under their skin, especially if this game is not going Vegas' way and Lennon Kells might have been pulled. I'm predicting a fight in this game, which makes the under feel amazing. So I won't do this every week, but again, I'm predicting a fight in this game.
I like it, yeah.
It just feels like these teams are frisky, man. Like a lot of personalities there. A lot of Tonka heads running around. All right. And again, thank you for your safe ladder. Next up, Georgia at Colorado. This game's at 9:00 Eastern, which is just gross. I like the 10 o'clock. Full disclosure, I wish games would start at 9 when they're late, but 10 o'clock just feels natural at this point, so 9 o'clock just feels weird. No one cares about that. We're talking about the game. So Colorado, I know you and your darn negativity and my handicap try to talk me into the Swarm getting a win, and I think that would be your pick if you were on our pick 'em. But what is your take on this game? I said last goal wins for game against the Gamble guy. How are we feeling?
Yeah, this one's a very interesting game for sure. You got Georgia with their young core trying to find their way. One really interesting thing we saw from Georgia's last game was they had a lot of shots, but they missed the net far more than average against
38 times. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Craziness. So do we see a repeat of these kids missing the net as frequently? I don't think so. I like this team in transition, and the goaltending matchup, we're pretty even
right now.
Yeah.
It feels like Ward would get the better in the long run, though.
Ward definitely is my marathon guy for sure, but we're talking one game.
Hold on. You said Ward what? Because then go ahead.
So I said Ward is my marathon guy for sure, but we're talking one game right here, and a game that's early in the season. I really like the Georgia spread on this one, +1.5, especially like when you're talking, if it's coming down to the last goal, last goal wins type of thing, then I'm leaning a little bit more on the Georgia side for this one. Colorado used to have a great home field advantage up until about the last season or two, and now they're pretty much a toss up there. So
here's my thing about this, and I know this is on your lotto. Thankfully, it's not on the ladders. I'm happy about this, but
I kept away from this one on the ladders. This one was one of the hardest games to.
I feel like this is the one where we're gonna be late at night, hoping the Swarm are hanging around. I think they can, but I'm very curious if the under from me would have been a better play. But again, I don't know. I don't know, which is why I trust you. You've hit the lotto this year. I feel like I love your other picks. This is the one where I feel like anyone can make a pick and one lotto is going to hit. I hope it's yours. I just don't know whose lotto is going to hit this week.
Yeah, no, this game, like I say, this one's a tough one. Colorado hasn't beaten up on Vancouver in the first week. Okay,
interesting.
I wouldn't call that a big positive note
because Vancouver's offense was.
Yeah, I'm leaning more of that was a bad game for Vancouver, and then they go play Philly, and that one barely came down to the end as well, and
they lost.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of exciting things in Colorado right now for this game, so I like Georgia to hang around, especially a team that Georgia's a team that will, man, they'll just hang around. Look at what they did to Buffalo until Buffalo finally took off on them. They even hung around in Saskatchewan, even though they couldn't hit the damn net.
Right. And my thing is with the Andrew Q, the former Swarm player in Colorado, I've heard a bunch of times from coaches that are like, he opens up the offense, and I'm hearing he might not play for Colorado, which kind of helps your Swarm there. Your Swarm. You get it.
Hey, my Swarm.
That's right.
Get out of here.
Rough Swarm. Let's go. Finally.
That game was a tough one, but let's get on to Sunday here.
Yeah. Sunday, another fun. I like Sunday games as well. I hate 8:00 start times for Sunday.
Yeah.
We're having Sunday night football. We can't get an early afternoon Sunday, man. Come on, bro. I'm so mad. Roughnecks Bandits.
I'll take it knowing I don't got to get up early on Monday. I'll take this late Sunday game. And okay, maybe because I'm a Roughnecks fan, I'm going to call this one the game of the week, boys.
Woo!
I see, we got two teams here going in opposite directions, but
feels like
Walsh has been holding his own now that he's getting a few games under him, and Calgary's got a lot of exciting young players, man.
Their offense is interesting.
It's a very interesting sort of, group. And so this game's going, should go what everyone expects. Buffalo needs to show up and get the win they deserve and move on. But the reason why I think this one's a very fascinating game is I don't think Buffalo's going to get that easy win like they think. Buffalo historically is a little bit of a slower starting team. And Calgary, with all the new players, a lot of them don't really know. They don't have the cards out on them. They don't really know what to expect. And the kids don't quit. Look at that game against Saskatchewan. Okay, Saskatchewan sucks in the second half this season, but
they're the ones who held the rock pretty even.
Yeah, and I'm looking at just how exciting this Calgary core is, and the potential we can have when we're supposed to be on a full rebuild essentially, and here we are kind of hanging around with a few teams we shouldn't,
Yep. Kind of like sleeping with women you shouldn't. What am I got myself into?
Yeah. So yeah, I shied away from the money line on this one. partially because the lines weren't, as good as you want for a Buffalo Bandits win.
The cover got stupid.
Yeah, and do I really think Calgary will cover their spread? Not fully, but I love the over in this game. I think both teams can pour on goals, and I don't think Buffalo's quite found their core yet since the rule change and not being able to guard in the crease like they were. So I like the over in this one.
The Bandits rules have taken effect.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing, the one thing that sold me officially on what you said was the fact that Buffalo starts slow. And especially now that they've won 3 in a row, that becomes even more of an issue. Like, look at the Chiefs who couldn't even win 3 in a row. And the thing with that is that it's NFL, but it's professional sports, and athletes are kind of all wired similar ways where, like, they know when they lock in, they know when they don't. And it's like, we know when the playoffs come, our goalie is going to turn into the GOAT again or put on his magic hat or something. We're going to figure out the offense. Our defense will be fine. But right now, yesterday, I gave them the gift of Viagra. They can't be feeling hot right now. Maybe icy hot was another thing they need. Yeah. But it's like, just for men, any of those things, think of the old people's substance, give it to them. It's like, they can't be getting up for this game. And it's also at 11 p.m. or maybe midnight, whatever, 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. So it's 11 p.m. Buffalo time.
Yeah, 2-hour difference.
2, so it's 10 o'clock. Okay, that's still late. It's like a little bit later. Some of these guys might have to go to work Monday. They might not. I know it's rough. It's interesting. But there's your lotto again. It was plus 1936 odds. Halifax to cover, Ottawa money line, under 22.5 in Toronto. Georgia Swarm to cover plus 1.5, and over 22.5 for the Buffalo and Calgary game. Now let's get in. And again, we already have those safe ladder. Captain, what's the greedy ladder, sir?
All righty. Throw her up there so I can read it.
He's going to put his reading glasses on.
No, I love the Thunderbirds money line. I said that. And then excuse my language. I love love Calgary going down. You get the swear jar out. I owe a quarter.
Yeah.
I love to bet against my team. So
no,
I got the Bandits money line at the end. I do think they win. I think that game is still going to be a very exciting one. The first game of the week and the last game of the week are my two favorites.
Yeah, the greedy will not give us any safe therapy here. We're gonna have to wait it out.
Yeah, so
might have to contact jeffbeckwellness.com whenever we're done.
Yeah, I'll be calling them Sunday night depending on how this turns out.
Oh
yeah, there we go. We got a nice parlay.
And step 3, 293 to 721. The greedy has to hit 10,000 ish, and so we're a little bit of ways away, but start somewhere, you know.
Yes, sir.
We're 293 feels pretty good, but we're climbing. We're
step
climbing.
by step.
I'll see you around, Captain.
Yes. There.
But thank you, sir. I know we wanted boots on the ground in a certain place today. We didn't get that, but we will try again next time, and after that, we might have to call them out if they don't let us in again.
We're working on it.
But for now, we're going to be quiet. But thank you to Oshawa so far for the record for 2 of those.
Yeah.
But thank you again, Captain, for all you do.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Yeah. Go. The red is back, baby.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, Mike.
Safe, man. Yes, sir. Captain, everybody. Oh, what a fun guy. What a good guy. What a generous person on the show. We appreciate him very much. We come back. We're not done yet, folks. We're going to remind you of what the ladders were. I'll get to the Cruise pick'em. And, of course, we will unveil the Cruise best bet. Don't go anywhere. Dilly Dive is going to wrap it up next.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
Happy holidays from Jeff Beck Health and Wellness. And you're seeing this on North American Talk Radio because the network is near and dear to my heart, kind of a passion project. I'm hoping you're having a great holiday season. Hopefully it's not too cold where you're at. The snow has melted here in Ohio. You can see in the background. But I wanted to extend a warm welcome and let you know that, if you're dealing with weight management, behavioral change, stress, depression, relationship issues, I am a certified health and wellness counselor trained via Cornell and Yale, and I am a nutritional coach trained via the NASM. And I would love to extend an opportunity for you to reach out. JeffBeckWellness.com is my website, or JeffBeck101021@gmail.com is my email. We're offering a free initial consultation, no charge to you. Once we go into full counseling, I can help you submit that to your insurance company or your employer. Many employers reimburse for these types of services. So, we all deal with things from time to time. Please reach out, JeffBeckWellness.com, or email me, JeffBeck101021@gmail. And I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're enjoying the current programming you're watching on North American Talk Radio. Keep your head up. Be friendly. Be happy. And again, I hope it's a great winter for you and a great holiday season. Take care.
Welcome back to Daily Dive, the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talks on the planet. It is Friday, December 26, 2025. So far on today's show, we talked to Gamble Guy as he gave us 3 of his best bets this weekend, all money lines. Captain came on the show next to continue his greedy ladder, gave us a 5-leg parlay at plus 1936 odds, and started another safe ladder, version 2.0, which again will be posted on the socials at Daily Dive LAX. Reminder, if you want tickets to the next event in your area, including the National Lacrosse League, head over to natalkradio.com and click the event tickets tab. It takes you to Vivid Seats. Just type in wherever you want to go and get tickets. It makes us the middleman. We appreciate you for helping us out. And I believe sometimes YouTube wants me to talk about this, so I'll do it now. There are some products you can click on this show today. You can click a Josh Allen jersey, which looks like it's on sale at Fanatics right now. Nintendo Switch 2. I know the Christmas has passed, but if you forgot to get your nephew something, you got him now. And some lacrosse balls by Warrior. I might have to get some of those as I build my lacrosse stick. I haven't mentioned it on the show, but I'm going to build myself a lacrosse stick, probably courtesy of Warrior, and loading one of those two or combined. So we'll have fun with that on the show. But yeah, click the products if you want to help us out as well. And now it's time for the Crew's predictions, aka our picks and best bets. Now, shout out to Tim Dillon, or should I say lack thereof. The gringo himself gave us nothing so far. Now, I will try to wait until he wakes up and see how he feels going forward. I would assume he has Las Vegas. He's been picking them pretty heavily. Joel Watson also has Vegas. Myself and Joel also have Halifax, Ottawa. I have Toronto. We both have Colorado and Buffalo. I'll put it this way, folks. I really thought the Wings could give Black Bears a game. The more I thought about it, I was falling asleep, and I was like, you know what? Black Bears are supposed to be the better team. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. So that's also where I put my Preston's picks in, as well as my Who You Got. So if you haven't made your Preston's picks, be sure to do that as well. That was on officepooljunkie.com. And finally, or not finally, reminders, Captain Safe Ladder version 2.0, Las Vegas, Toronto, under 22.5. Those odds are minus from 115 on DraftKings, 50 reached 93. The Greedy Ladder is a 2-leg parlay, step 3, 293 reaches 721 with these odds. Thunderbirds money line, Bandits money line. Again, we might have to contact JeffBeckWellness.com in case we're sweating that late. He gave us a 5-leg parlay, Thunderbirds to cover, the Black Bears money line, under 22.5 for Vegas at Toronto, Georgia Swarm to cover the 1.5 goals that they're underdogs by, and over 22.5 for Buffalo and Calgary. And finally, the crew's best bets with myself, Gamble Guy, and Pat Gregoire. Gamble Guy already told you, Rock money line, Black Bears money line, and Mammoth money line. Pat Gregoire has given us Black Bears money line, Swarm, and by the way, his odds are on Cool Bet for the record exclusively. The Black Bears money line, he's got Swarm, Mammoth under 22 even on Cool Bet. He's got the Bandits to cover against the Roughnecks, and he's also with Captain on the Bandits Roughnecks over 22.5. All right, folks, my best bets. I'm the one bringing up the rear right now. Rock money line, best odds for that, or on Cool Bet at minus 143. The Mammoth money line is Georgia minus 110. So Captain and myself and Gamble Guy, we just need a 1-goal victory for Colorado, and that'll work fine. Then, of course, I've also got the Bandits to cover 1.5. That is also on Cool Bet. I don't know why I put the versus Calgary thing after that. I will fix that on the graphic. That's what I do. I mess it up sometimes. I'm not ESPN. I don't get paid a bunch of money to do this, so sometimes I mess up, and I don't feel bad for it. I do, but it is what it is. Thanks so much for watching today's show, everybody. Reminder to follow us at Daily Dive LAX. You can also subscribe to the channel NA Talk Radio, North American Talk Radio on social media. It's NA Talk Radio, but you get it. Email the show, dailydivelax@gmail.com. Please bet responsibly if you do gamble in the gamble. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Hope you had a safe time. Hope your weekend stays safe, and we'll see you back here Monday, same time, same place. This has been Daily Dive. Bye.